video parts number 2 for my Procharger LS build. Come home and it's like Christmas. Got some more parts. Actually, I missed some parts, so they're actually will be delivered tomorrow. So I should have some few more parts tomorrow. But I got so much parts delivered in the last couple days since my last video that I wanted to do an update on this one because the videos would be too long with all these parts coming in. So a breakdown on these parts here that I got for my build. And so let's go over here first. I got a wideband to track my air fuel. This is the Innovate MTX-L Plus model. So I actually had this one before for my Regal, but I sold it because I really wasn't using it. And then I ended up actually needing it for this build, so I bought the exact same one. I sold it like a year ago. I bought the exact same one again. So it comes with everything you need. To hook up in your computer, to monitor it, your cord, to attach to the O2 sensor, which is right here. You got all your cords there, and then this is the actual head unit piece. So it comes with a black bezel and face, and then a silver bezel and a white face. And that's actually the theme that I'm going with, as you can see here, my oil pressure gauge. So that's the theme that I'm going with. So I don't really care for the white face on that. Looks kind of funky, but I don't want to just do a black face and have everything else white, so I'm just gonna go all white out and see how that looks. So got that there. It was only like 10 bucks more than what I originally sold my unit for, so I just thought I'd pick it up. And again, I shopped and shopped and shopped. All types of vendors, from eBay to Amazon to swap sites on Facebook, Craigslist, all that, and priced out everything again to make sure I got the best bang for my buck. So I thought that was a good deal. About $160 for that. And talking about gauges still, oil pressure gauge. Now I could have bought used, but I was just having trouble finding one used that's electric. I didn't want to do mechanical because I didn't want to run oil inside my car from the tube, you know, just in case it leaks or break. I just don't want oil on my carpet or anything like that and risk having that tube bust or something. So I went electric. Now this comes with everything you need. It comes with the sender, all the fittings, and the hose, or not the hose, but all the fittings, wiring, everything, the bulbs to hook this up. Part numbers right here on that. And this is about 84 bucks, somewhere in that range. About the cheapest that I found it brand new. Again, I could have bought it used, but then I was having trouble finding the sender that comes with it, and you know, all this and that. So I went ahead and just bought new anyway. A lot of parts on my car are new, so I just kind of kept with it, and that was about the cheapest that I could find it for that. Bought that off eBay, so I got that there. Moving on here. So this is my, I bought these from a place called EFIsource.com. They specialize in a lot of LS stuff, turbo stuff, all that. And I needed a 3-bar map sensor for my boost. So I had to upgrade that so the computer can read it correctly. And then I needed IAT sensor, so your idle air intake air temperature sensor. Sorry man, I can't talk. I got a cold and my allergies are acting up. So it's clouding my brain right now. So these on eBay were anywhere from $19 to $30. The $19 ones only came with the sensor, it didn't come with the wire, and I don't know. And the $30 one came with everything. But when I went on this site, they actually sold this for $30 and threw in an extra temperature sensor. So I really didn't need one, but since they were throwing it in, I just went and got that because I needed to buy this anyway. 3-bar map sensor. So just went ahead and bought that. So they're about 30 bucks each. About $71 shipped. Again, EFIsource.com is where I got that. So picked that up as well because the reason I got this IAT sensor is because I'm going to go speed density, and I'm going to eliminate my MAF sensor. So that way I don't have to use it anymore. So all you got to do is program it into the computer, hook that up, and then you'll be good to go. So I'm going to have my tuner program that for me. Moving on here. So I had to buy, this is a 6-rib pulley for my Procharger. And the one that I have is a 3.7 inch pulley. And from what I've gathered, that puts out, depending on the tune, it can put out anywhere, you know, up to like 15, 16 pounds of boost, depending on the tune and your build. But basically somewhere around that range, 14 to 15 to 16. And I wasn't comfortable really running that, especially on my build. It's a mild build. But one thing I didn't do was I didn't gap the ring gaps as I should, because I was never intending to boost the car. But then I just got this itch to do this build and add boost. So you can still run boost on the stock internals, as far as like your ring gap, although my internals, my top end isn't stock, but you're safe around 10 pounds from what I've been gathering from a lot of different people and everything. Although the guy who did run that pulley that I got that 3.7 pulley from is running 15 pounds of boost on his stock rings, and he said he's never had a problem. So I just don't want to risk it right now. Depending on, again, your tune, your build, and everything, I've heard these can put anywhere between 6 and possibly 10 pounds of boost. 10 would probably be stretching it, but I'll be comfortable about 7 or 8 just to start, and then kind of go from there. So found this on a swap site from a guy. We connected on Facebook. $70 for this pulley. Basically, he only used it like 100 miles or so, a few hundred miles, and decided to go a different route with his build. So these are about, you know, 84 new, depending on what site you go to, and then shipped, they'd be a little bit more. So I got this for 70 shipped. Very good condition still. So got that for a little bit more safety with my boost. Moving right along, I got my blow-off valve. So this is actually eBay valve, blow-off valve from actually a local company here that's a few hours north of me, almost in Canada. And I did a lot of research on blow-off valves and stuff like that. Now this was only a $50 piece, like $55. Now I could have went with tile or something like that, and those are like, you know, $300 and more, and I just didn't want to spend that amount of money right now. And I did some research on this, and a lot of people actually had good things and success with these. There's a YouTube video on this as well. Not this particular one, but I actually researched the internet in regards to this one, and everybody that ordered it had nothing but great things to say about it. It's a heavy duty piece. Good metal, it's heavy, and it seems pretty legit. So again, this is only $55 from a company up north called Winton Speed, or Winton Performance or something like that. So I heard with these knockoffs, sometimes you got to open them up just to make sure all the internals are still good and they're set correctly. So that's what I'll probably do. Again, $55, you can't go wrong. And then as I get more into my build, or if I need something a little bit more nicer, then I'll upgrade that down the road. Now, this came with this pipe. So this pipe actually has the little connector piece welded on already, and it just sits on top of it like that. And then you got this V-band here that clamps it together. And also, this is your blow off or your adjustment fitting there that you just screw on top of here. Then you can adjust that as well, then hook your vacuum line up. It has an O-ring there as well. So again, this and this piece here was $55. And this is a 3-inch pipe. And I was like, shoot, polished, can't go wrong with it. And it's already welded on here. Now I did order an extra one, and then this is only $7. Just in case I didn't run this And I'm gonna order a new piping kit. That way, if I don't have room or can't run this one here, I can just, with the piping kit comes in once I route everything. If I need to run this one instead, then I'll find a location to run it, and then I'll just take it to my buddy and have him weld it on for me. So this is the same thing as this here, except this isn't polished, it's just aluminum. But all the pipes that I'm gonna order are just gonna be like that aluminum look, not polished. So this just happened to come with it. I never ordered polished, but I'll take it. So got that there. So 55 bucks, an extra $7 shipped. Got it in a couple days. And last but not least, got my intercooler. So this is a CX Racing brand. I think it's about 31 long by 12 tall by 4 inches thick. Cost me like $170 something dollars, excuse me, shipped. So free shipping on that. And this is actually an eBay one that I got off eBay from CX Racing. And then they shipped it to me and got here pretty fast. Now, I was recommended to get this one by a buddy of mine that I met on Instagram. So if you guys follow box Chevys and whatnot, you've probably heard of Mr. Hensley. This is his username. Or he likes to call himself 87 Chevy thing. And he has a big build, turbo LS. And I don't know how much horsepower that thing's putting out. But he recommended that I get this for my build. I also have a box Chevy Caprice. Mine's a 78. I think obviously his is 87. 4-door box Chevy. And he said he's running this and it supports more than what he needs for his horsepower. This actually is rated at 1100 from my understanding. And I won't be pushing anywhere near that. But if I ever wanted to upgrade in the future, at least I'll have it. So went ahead and got that. It was cheap, or affordable. The other ones that were like a little less were only like a $10 difference or maybe a $15 difference. So I just said, why not go ahead and get it. So it has the outlets, 3-inch outlets on the bottom. So when I mount it, I'll just mount it upright with the outlets on the bottom. Then I'll run my piping from the bottom up through into the engine bay. Comes with a couple of different mounting brackets as well. They're just small. I'll probably have to order some more or create some or make some to make that fit. So got that and I don't want to take it out, but you can kind of see what it looks like there. So again, that's 31 by 12 by 4 inches thick on that. So that is pretty much it, y'all. I had some more parts that came in that I missed. I had a sticker on my door said that I was missed, so that'll get delivered tomorrow. I have another part that's coming in tomorrow, and that might be all my parts. I gotta double check to make sure what I ordered, and then gonna have to order some more parts here soon. So what I'm gonna do first actually is I'm probably going to either install my fuel pump that I got and get that knocked out because I'm gonna have to drop the tank, or or I'm going to get my exhaust cutouts put in and do a couple other things like get my bung welded on and to my header and a few other things underneath the car. Kind of knock those out, and since those are kind of fairly easy, and then just chip at it and get this thing ready for spring. So we're already seeing 50 degree temps here, so it's kind of rising. Our lows are about 40 here, so I can definitely tell spring is around the way. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing off before I run out of time, and just wanted to show y'all and give you an update, and we will talk to y'all later. Peace out.